Oh, hello everyone. Maybe I shouldn't be eating this apple. I'm sure you all remember what happened to Snow White. Once upon a time there lived a little girl called Snow White. Her skin was as white as snow and her eyes as blue as the ocean. Snow White grew up not knowing her real mother, and her father married again. The queen was very pretty, but she was not a nice lady. The queen wanted to be the fairest of them all, and she would often ask her magical mirror, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" And the mirror would always reply, "Your Majesty, you are the fairest of them all." Snow White grew up into a very beautiful princess. And one day the wicked queen asked her mirror who was the fairest in the kingdom, and the mirror replied, "Snow White is the fairest of them all." Well, as you can imagine, the wicked stepmother was not very happy and became very jealous of Snow White. The wicked stepmother ordered Herbert the henchman to take Snow White deep into the woods, dispose of her, bringing back her heart as proof of what he had done. Herbert the henchman, though, was very fond of Snow White, and when he took her deep into the forest, he explained everything to her and told her she must not return to the kingdom. Herbert the henchman returned to the wicked stepmother with the heart of a deer instead, and the stepmother believed that the deed had been done. Poor Snow White wandered the forest and got very lost until she came to a clearing, and there stood a little cottage. Snow White entered the cottage and found a table with 7 chairs and 7 little beds. Snow White was very tired and decided to take a nap on one of the little beds. She woke up to the sound of 7 dwarfs. She told them what had happened, and they all agreed that Snow White should stay with them. Snow White would cook for them, clean for them, and tell them wonderful stories. The dwarfs loved and cared for Snow White very much. Back in the kingdom, however, the queen asked her mirror, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" To which the mirror replied that Snow White was still indeed the fairest of them all, as she is living in the forest with 7 dwarfs. The wicked queen was furious and started to conjure up a magic potion that she would dip into a shiny red apple. When Snow White ate this, it would make her fall asleep forever, and she could only be awoken by true love's kiss. The wicked stepmother disguised herself as an old, horrible woman and went on the hunt to find the cottage in the forest. When she reached the cottage, she knocked on the door and asked Snow White to let her in. Snow White replied, "I'm sorry, but I can't let you in. The 7 dwarfs told me not to let anyone into the house." Snow White then saw the very red and shiny apple and was mesmerized by it. Snow White opened the door, and the wicked stepmother barged into the house and offered the apple to Snow White. Snow White took one bite and fell into a very deep sleep. When the wicked stepmother got back to her castle, she asked her magic mirror who was the fairest in the land, and the mirror replied, "Why, you are, Your Majesty." As you can imagine, the queen was very happy that her plan had worked. That night, the 7 dwarfs returned home from work to find Snow White laying on the floor. They tried to wake her up, but they couldn't. They cried all night long and built a beautiful glass coffin for her, which they laid her into to sleep. One day, a very handsome prince came riding past the cottage, and he saw Snow White sleeping in the coffin. He said to the dwarfs how beautiful she looked, and that he would like very much to kiss her. The dwarfs opened the glass coffin, and Prince Charming kissed Snow White. Snow White slowly opened her eyes, for the kiss of true love had woken her from her cursed sleep. Prince Charming and Snow White married, living happily ever after in his wonderful palace. So there you go. That's the story of Snow White. Proof that if you've got good friends like the dwarfs, they'll always look after you. Good night, everyone. Bye.